Welcome back. It's the 18th of June 2017. We're a couple of days away from the shortest day here in North Canterbury, New Zealand. And this morning must be probably -5 Celsius. You can see all the frost on the grass out in front of the shed here. So I've been a bit busy doing a bit of gardening and things over the last couple of months. Not much bee stuff going on because I've just been feeding, getting them ready for the winter. But as I was doing that and thinking about the frost, I left my run a little bit too late this year. But what I've done is I've bought these hive heaters. I've got a couple of them. I bought them on AliExpress. They're about $5 or $6 New Zealand dollars, which is pretty cheap. They seem to be made out of silicon and probably got some sort of ceramic thing inside them to govern the temperature. Because I bought this little converter here that goes from mains to 12 volts, also on AliExpress. It's got the parameters on this side. Good for, you can see that 30 amps at 12 volts, which is 360 watts. So these things only draw 10 watts. I turned them on last night and left it for a while. It gets up to about body temperature, maybe a little bit more, maybe 40 degrees. So all I want to do is supply a little bit of heat to the hives when it's sub-zero. So what I'll do is I'll wire them in through a thermostat, and that way they'll only click on when it gets probably below 5 degrees, something like that. I'll experiment with it anyway. But to do that has been a mission, because I've had to run power to the apiary. So my fuse board is on a wall in that part of the garage, far side. It runs along up in this feet here to here, and then down inside this wall, and then out here. There's a isolating switch here. I put a 15 amp isolating switch there. Then it goes down around about 800 mil, which is just over 2 feet, and then there's a trench that runs across to the point here, goes underneath the tractor. I've just been using the tractor to compact the trench back down again. Goes over to here. Then there's a tee-off. Well, there's actually 2 wires run this way. I didn't tee it. There's no join here. One wire goes that way, one wire goes that way. So there's 2.5mm copper wire goes across here to about that point, and then through in between those white pegs, and that's where I'm going to build a glass house this next summer. So I wanted some power on there to switch water and all that sort of stuff. Much easier than running 12 volt or batteries. Well, I was doing it anyway. And then the other trench goes along to here, and then heads down. I haven't backfilled all this yet. It takes me a long time with my crappy back. So let's see. It's taken me so long. There's about 120 meters of trenching that had to be done. I used a walk behind trencher, so you can see just here, you can see where the wheel track just cut into the grass a little bit, and there's one this side as well. And then there's like a worm that pulls the dirt that the chain digger digs up, and then there's a worm that moves it out to the right hand side. And you just, it does about 30 meters an hour, so this took me just on 4 hours to do all this trenching. So it runs out here to the apiary, and then same as the other end, just up through the conduit from from 600 or 700 mil deep up here, and then I've got a 10 amp switch out here at the apiary, which is, I've got another one I picked up second hand, the same, that I'll put on the glass house in time as well. There's also an earth strap down there that you can't see, it's behind that water trough. So that was it, my little job. That has been a bit of a, well, it's taken me quite a few weeks so far. And then I'll make another video on what I've been up to with the beehives when it warms up a bit in the day. Thank you, thanks for watching.